Yeah, good evening, everyone. It is me, your brother, your friend. I'm here again, just as I promised to continue in this war of saying the truth to power. Today, we're going to discuss a very interesting and important topic that I titled "You Cannot Change the Winning Team." The Obaseki perspective. Please just press your share button. Let's invite as we deliberate. And I'm just coming back from church now. I'm even on my all my whatever. So I just decided to come in since I said 5 o'clock. I had a little delay on my way while coming. Please just press the share button. Let's share and invite friends. God bless you. Let's listen to our national anthem.
Bluetooth mode.
King of the sea is marching, standard high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers have labored and our time to service now. The glory of the new mega nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written, how our kings have endured all times. Our people, culture, and unity, our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing
Grace upon I greet you. Isaac, I greet you. Wisdom, Semi, Ije no more. I greet you all. Let us share, let's pray the share button.
together we can stand come what may, and the future lies in us. Teach our children to teach their children what our fathers taught. To fear and love the Creator, holy land shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious and through the heartbeats of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land we want to be. I never see this kind of light for Edo. I never see this kind of love before. Wonder. I never see this kind of light for Edo.
Sister Agawa, Igebo mi bẹ̀rẹ̀, I greet you, man.
Persective,
Please, let's just spread the share button. Let's invite friends now.
Obaseki come on for the better people, they rejoice. Make you go see secretariat.
Oh, Maurice George, I greet you. Wise one, my brother. Edosa, Odige, I greet you. I greet you, sir. Brasilis, I greet you, sir. Nai James, I greet you. We thank God, service was wonderful today, sir. I'm just coming in. I'm not even, undressed. Basia Maoji, happy Francis. Wisdom, I greet you all. Let's just invite friends. Let's share to your WhatsApp group. Call your friends in if you're on YouTube. Just bring them in. Yeah, the lion are python.
If you collect and you go back,
Jennifer, I greet you, ma. Very big lesson.
Let me get to the dealer. You play to Persective. I wonder. People say me to carry go. Wonder. Who are the final say they go election? People as the final say.
Allah Ayo, I greet you, my brother.
Who are the final say they go election? People as the final say. People say now Persective they want.
Mekuna karego. Oh, Sagie, I greet you, my brother.
I said, who are the final say they go election?
Eric, I greet
you. Who are the final say they go election?
Courage, I greet you, sir. Please, as you are coming, just press the share button also. As you just step in, press the share button. Share and invite to friends. Because we need to pepper them. We have just 1 week to go. Next Saturday is 19th. Thompson, I greet you, bro. BMW. As you just come in, press the share button. As you come in, press the share button. Let's just be sharing. Let's bring them in. King Orobosa Jr., my boy, how you doing? Thank you, Bra Courage. I appreciate that. James Osahan Obane from Norway. I know, bro. We'll go and celebrate. We don't tire for Europe. We don't tire.
Nubare di Nyanga. Babari Moa, Wafuana Bara, Ruda, Itesuya, Enanya Oka, Emari, Dale, no Prebatwe, Obaseki, Governor.
Osagede Ephraim, I greet you. Thank you, everyone, for answering the call to freedom, the call to good governance, and the call to the betterment of the Edo people. Like I said, I was just coming from church now. I just came in, not even up to 10 minutes, because I said I'm going to start the broadcast 5 o'clock. I need to be online. As I promised, see, I'm still on my, church attire, not even change anything, and I'm just going on to deliver the word of freedom. People are saying me, Pastor, you are a pastor. Why are you so much interested in politics? Let me tell them. Forgetting that Isaiah is a pastor, I am not interested in politics. I am interested in good governance. Because when there is a good governance, it reduces the work of us pastors. Those of you living in Europe, you know the European pastors, they preach less. Why? Because the system is workable. Crime is not so much of a thing that they need to tell their people. So it makes it easier when the society is well organized. So me coming out every day as a pastor, like you guys claim, to always come here and not to support a fellow pastor is because I believe in equity. I believe in the right thing. I'm not supporting anyone because he is a fellow pastor like me. No, I'm not the kind of blind pastor. I am one that stands for the truth at every point in time. What I'm doing today, I'm not fighting for myself. If I had to fight for myself, I would have voted for pastors. I would have been campaigning for pastors like Zayamo because it would benefit me as a fellow pastor. But no, I see things the way they ought to be. It is not about us, it is about the people. We have 4.5 million, over 4.5 million Edolites. And the pastors in Edo is not even up to 200,000. All of them put together. So why should I not decide to fight for the collective of few? That is what we are fighting against today. When anybody says you are a pastor, you're not supporting your fellow pastor, you are indirectly telling me we want to bring in Godfather again. And that is what we are against. So we are looking for one who can come in and deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. And the man who has stood in that gap today is Governor Obaseki. So it doesn't matter being a pastor or not. I do not care. The late Alhaji Musa Yaradua, who died, we all loved him. He was a Muslim, but he actually had the heart of God in him. Okay? And he was doing things that even some Christians could not do. So that's what I'm for. And having said that, let me not waste your time so much today because tomorrow is a working day. Please just press the share button as you are coming in. I'm going to address 3 issues. Before I go to my main topic, please bear with me. Let me address a video that came from our brother, Emmanuel Abogun, because I will not call him comrade anymore. Our brother, Mr. Emmanuel Abogun, on Comrade Stalin Osaze Osakono holding on Niger Watch that was played this morning. I think some of us watched that very particular broadcast from Emmanuel Bogun. Let me let him understand little things, about what he said. If you are not a politician, then I will advise that you do as much as possible to get some fat before you come to the front burner and begin to make some statements. Okay, please just share this broadcast. I want to get maybe 400 shares today. Let us share this word of freedom. Now, I said I am addressing Emmanuel Bogu broadcast on Osaze Osakunokodi rally after he had left the market and the sharing of aprons and other items. Now, let me say this now. He says it's not applicable in Europe. You've not been to Europe, sir. So you guys should not be assuming. What you guys do not actually understand, don't put an assumption. In Europe, they actually produce customized pen. In Sweden, they produce customized pen. They actually produce customized sweet. They produce customized coffee cups. They give coffee during campaign. They give sweet during campaigns. They give pens during campaigns. So these are facts of the matter. So if what we believe in Nigeria today is apron, I don't think nothing is wrong in that. And secondly, I have seen the wife of his own candidate, Pastor Sagi Zayamu's wife, Idia, sharing apron, even putting on one apron and sharing the apron in the market. So we should stop being petty, trying to discredit others because we just want to make a statement. Okay? So if you are talking about abroad, those of us living in diasporas, you've not been here before, so you don't even know how we operate. So it's very important that you don't use diasporas, to talk about abroad as an example, because you don't actually understand how things are being done in the diasporas. He said there are many aprons in the marketplace being shared by APC. The wife of the APC candidate went to Eastern Central to go and share glasses and free medical treatment in the midst of campaign. What is that called? That is called inducement. What has she been doing since 1999 that the husband have been in active politics? How many times has she gone to any part of Benin City or Edo State to give them free medical care? Why is she doing it in the midst of the campaign? He's trying to buy the mind and the heart of the people to vote in the favor of her husband. That very particular gesture is a desperation because the Esan people, the Edo Central, had vehemently rejected the candidacy of Osage Izeyamu and Adams Aliu Shomole. So she going to the Esan land is to induce them into voting for her husband because of that free medical eye treatment that she has brought to the people. So when you are going to accuse someone, you must check your back. But another says anyone that must come with equity must be ready to come with clean hands. Whoever that lives in a glass house should not throw stone. When one finger is being pointed at other, the remaining four is pointing back at you. When you decide to bend down and look at other person's anus, your anus is right open for others to look at. We must be careful how we play this politics. Okay, that is that. So if you have to see who is actually inducing the electorate, is one that is taking advantage of their health condition to blackmail and insult them. There is a video today when the wife of Osage Zeyamu calling the Asa women sick and dirty people. Said as early as 6 a.m. They have already come to the town hall. They could not even take their bath. That Asian people are really sick. Many of them are sick people. That when my husband comes into government, we will make sure that we treat you of your sickness. That is inducement. You are using their health issues as a campaign mechanism to sway the vote of these people to you. It is even more worse than one who is sharing aprons in the market. You guys should get that clearly. I'm not going to do an I will just answer it. The aprons, bags, caps, and t-shirts are all branded to let the people know that Obaseki is no more in APC but in PDP. Since pictures will not be on the ballot, rather symbols of broom and umbrellas. I said, due to the uneducated level, the only way to put it in their mind is to create what they will use in remembering which party Obaseki is now. Because most of our mothers do not know that Obaseki is in PDP. They still think Obaseki is in APC. So the branding of aprons, the branding of bags or t-shirt or face cap is all pointed to the point that people will start knowing that Obaseki is not PDP, no more APC. Because the entire Edo women, the market women, are all clamoring for the coming in of Governor Enoregase Obaseki. So the APC wants to use the Obaseki of APC to confuse the people voting for APC, believing that they're actually voting for Obaseki. So those caps you see, everything you see is a way to help the people to understand that it is Obaseki in PDP, not Osage Izeyamu. Okay? So I think that will clear the mind of Emmanuel Abogun. I saw on social media an Akara spot of the APC in Benin City yesterday. And he's coming out here because Stanley had rendered him politically inactive in their ward. I laugh in Chinese language. Okay? There's what he also said. He said when he leaves Oro Benin Market, that Stanley went there, that is not politics. Sometimes I wonder how they think. If you go to a place, when you have left, I will return back there. The reason I'm returning back there is to make sure that I'm being able to explain to the people what you have said that is detrimental to them. That is why it's called politics, because every one of them had one vote, not two votes. So if you deceive them, I will be able to go there and correct all the lies that you have told them. Because I am very sure that Stanley had people on ground why Emmanuel Abogun was talking to the people. And there were a lot of things that Emmanuel Abogun would have said to the market women that would have made Stanley to return back to correct all that he has said. Having said that, I am done with Emmanuel Abogun's issue. Now, there's also a letter that was written by Senator Uzame to Adam Soshomole and every Edo persons. I will just read it, then I will now go to why we cannot change the winning team. Say, let the people lead. Adam Oshomole, 2007. This way, Adam Oshomole's exact words as he canvassed for vote in 2007. Then he knew there was something like people deciding who their leader would be. The same words he used to hook-wink an entire state into believing it was for real. Words that describe the beauty of democracy, the system of government by an entire population or all eligible members of a nation or states, typically through elected representative. That form of government in which the people have the authority to choose their governing legislation. This was the exact words of Oshomole in 2007. One is at loss at what had come over Oshomole, that the people he had recognized as bona fide custodian of authority to elect their representative, he now wants to foster his candidates on them, thus denying them their right to choose. He did it 3.5 years ago when he single-handedly picked Godwin Obaseki to succeed him in office. How could he have known that Obaseki would have performed exceedingly well to become the darling of majority of Edo citizens? For whatsoever reason, he doesn't like Obaseki any longer. And in a bid to remove Obaseki from office, he had again single-handedly imposed his preferred choice among his EPN gubernatorial hopefuls, disregarding the people's right to choose their preferred candidate democratically. He sang like a canary how he fought governorism to his standstill in Edo. Why does he now exhibit trace of a godfather? We need to remind him that godfatherism is a form of political corruption in which an influential individual handpicks another, often a less influential candidate, to attain leadership in order to exert authority or influence. What Oshomole is doing today is, in the run-up to Edo governorship election, fits in the mold of godfatherism. We are yet to see key APC members in Edo, even from among the EPN fold, on the campaign trail of Oshomole preferred candidate. It has been a campaign by the Godfather, the Godson, the Lions, and the Tigers. EPM appeared to be infected with Oshomole virus. As Oshomole thrives in the midst of those he can control, he abhors any that is more educated than he is, except the educated desperados. Oshomole, you claim to love Edo State and want a developmental progress. Please let the people lead and let them choose their leader. It is their prerogative and inalienable right to choose their leaders. Get off Edo people's neck and let them breathe. Edo citizens do not need Osho virus. May God direct us to vote wisely as we pray for peace come September 19, 2020. Senator Eige Uzamiri to Oshomole. Now, guys, having said these two things now, let us now begin to deal on why the winning team should not be changed. Number one, based on what I put down, I said no country or manager would want to change an already winning team for whatsoever reason. Every team is put together to win, no matter the way they played. I said no country or manager would want to change an already winning team for whatsoever reason. Every team is put together to win, no matter the way they played. Why do Oshomole want to not change the winning team? Why? A man that you saw that everyone is clamoring for. You want to change a team that is already winning. Why? You need to answer us why. Number two, here this number two, this is interesting. You don't also change Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, or because some team players do not like how they head on to the ball without passing to the other team, in as much as they do not waste the opportunities when it comes their way. During the time when JJ Okocha was playing football, you know very well that JJ Okocha will pick the ball, he will dribble from the midfield, he will dribble into the opponent penalty area, and he will be playing around to make sure that he is able either to get a penalty or to be able to pass to someone else to score the goal. The same thing with Messi, the same thing with Cristiano Ronaldo. Are you not going to say that the coach or the manager will not drop Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, all because they are not passing the ball to the entire team? Does that make sense to anybody? Why is Oshomole wanting to frustrate Governor Obaseki, who is actually doing well with the ball that the Edo people have given to him 4 years ago? Why does he want to now decide that Obaseki should be taken away from the field when he knew the guy is actually making use of every opportunity that he had to put the ball at the back of the net of his opponent? These are questions that we need to ask Osomole. God bless you, my jealousy. That's it. Number three, Modular Refinery Olobo. They said it is not a state-owned refinery. When an own goal is called, when an own goal is called, I said, I thank God. When an opponent score themselves, I mean, if I watch football, that opponent will score themselves. If you have watched that, please say yes. How many people have watched a game when an opponent will put a ball into their own net by themselves? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, why do they score themselves? It was the pressure from the attacking team, from their opponent. Am I correct? Now, if they score the goal, who celebrate the goal? Who are the people that celebrate the goal? Is it the people who score themselves or the one who is the opponent? Which one celebrate the goals? Who celebrate the goals? It is the opponent that celebrate the goals. Were they the one that scored the goal? The answer is no. They weren't the one that scored the goal. The opponent celebrate because it is to their own advantage. All Izayamu guys hear this very clearly. Whether the refinery is built by Obaseki or is not built by Obaseki, but the people that will benefit from the refinery are the Edo people. Our concern is who are those that will benefit from the refinery. I don't care to know it is PDP that built the refinery. I don't care to know if it is the federal government that built the refinery. I don't care to know if it's even the Chinese that built the refinery. But who is going to benefit from the refinery? It is the people of Edo State. So therefore, we, the Obasekilistic supporters, we will celebrate because it is in the time of our principal that the government of Nigeria decided to bring a refinery to Edo State. So it is to the credit of Governor Enoregase Obaseki that the refinery was actually built in Edo State. When a home goal is scored, who celebrate the goal scoring? It is the one that is to his advantage. As of today, Obaseki is on the seat, and therefore all credit goes to him for creating that enabling environment for the refinery to come, and with his initial 700 million kick-off of support. The own goal can only be scored when there are pressures from the opponent. Okay, Obaseki put up a pressure on the government. Just like we have the Tayo Akpata's Federal University of Education in the Canada law. It was a pressure from Obaseki. Just like we have the modular refinery in Edo State today, it is the pressure from Obaseki. Obaseki has put so much pressure on the federal government that he has attracted more of federal government projects into Edo State. All credits will go to him. The truth must be said at every time. I am here to pepper them with the truth. I'm coming from different angles. Now we are not into football. No, to now also relay what we must do as a people. Number 4, you can't change a winning team because it will draw back the hands of time. Coming in, no matter how good you are, you will have to start from zero, which is dangerous to the team and the club. Okay? You can't change the winning team because it will draw back the hands of time. When they ask, is there Yamu a question? What will you do in your first 100 years? He says, I will take stock. Obaseki says, I will continue from where I stopped. So, taking stock for 100 days, that is 3 months plus. That is 3 months plus will be wasted in taking stock. But the team that is ongoing is already winning. They already had a foundation. So they will just come in and begin to work on the foundation they've already laid before now. That is one reason why you should vote Obaseki for continuity, so that there will not be a drawback. Because if anyone comes in, there's going to be a drawback. They're going to tell you stories that why he will not perform. Number 5. Majorly, the best player in any team are never replaced. The best player in every team are never replaced, except when there is a serious injury or when they are tired. But as far as they are still performing well, they are allowed to play 90 minutes without interruption from the coach or the fans. Majorly, I repeat, the best player in any team are never replaced except when there is a serious injury or when they are tired. But as far as they are still performing well, they are allowed to play the 90 minutes without interruption from the coach and the fans. Is Obaseki tired? Is Obaseki injured? Today, the guy is doing perfectly well, and we, the Edos, are not ready to obstruct this team that is playing well for Edo people. The Edo club is performing so well today. We are now in the top of the Division 8 league team as far as politics is concerned in Edo State. The team of Obaseki Shaibu, Osadeogie, and all the progressive in Edo State, we are now at the top of the league of the political matches of football that is presently happening in Nigeria. So we will not want to change a team that has taken us to the highest level, that we are about winning the cup. for the 2020-2021 football season. So we must add on to them because they are doing marvelously well. And the captain of the team is Captain Godwin Obaseki. And the assistant captain is Captain Philip Shaibu. Both of them are performing marvelously well. They are doing so well beyond every reasonable that they have been able to keep the team together and they are scoring enough goals. Scoring enough goals in favor of the Edo club. So why do you not want me to now remove the winning team? All because of what? You have an issue with the team? That will not happen. Edo people, be wise. Do not vote against a team that is already winning. This is football today, football. We have come to football now. Number 6, you don't change the winning team because the first 11 and the second 11 does not think alike. And so the club might have a serious setback if that is done. In every club all over the world, they have the first 11, they have the second 11. They always use the first 11 anytime there is a match. The first 11 are the ones that they always use. Obaseki Shaibu is the first 11. We can't change them because of whatsoever reason. They've performed well during this period. In the last season of 4 years, they performed excellently well. And they brought a cup back to Edo State. Obaseki became the governor of the year, the teacher's governor of the year. Obaseki became the pace setter for Edo Best. Obaseki became the pace setter during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Obaseki approach of a partial lockdown was now being adopted by the federal government and all over the state. This guy is scoring goals everywhere for us, everywhere. The first man for a state to have a private power sector, it was Obaseki. Edo State is the first to have a private, to also have, an industrial park. On the way, it is Obaseki. Edo State being the first also to have, a state-owned seaport, which is already on the way. It is Obaseki. These are goals that he has scored. The first state to pay salaries all through the pandemic without no retrenching, not even a worker. It is Obaseki. That is a goal. The first man to have allowed everybody to insult him without not making statement in Edo State, it is Obaseki. He's very calm. He allowed the Tigers Alliance to say whatever they want to say. You saw on the debate the way Amana Osage Izeyamu reacted when Obaseki was about to leave. You also saw the way Amana Izeyamu asked the white people man question about his political, antecedents. But everybody insulted Obaseki. Everybody called Obaseki all sorts of names. Obaseki never cares. He said it is your fundamental human right. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. That is a winning team. We don't want tyrant. We want technocrat with the heart of gold. One that will listen to, one that we can talk to, will not feel offended and send the police for us. We don't want one who will come and when we talk to him, he will throw us into prison. People insult him. They call him all sort of name. Oh, he had a contract marriage. He does not have a wife. He did and that and that. But yet, this man is a winner. Because he's a perfect captain. He knows how to lead everybody that are willing to follow him to win the match. Okay? Number 7. I said, you don't change a winning team when they are still vibrant and pushing. You don't change a winning team when they are still vibrant and pushing. You only change a team when you see majority of them lost focus. My question to Edo Lights today is this. Has Obaseki lost focus? Yes or no? Has Obaseki lost focus? Yes or no? Has Obaseki lost focus? Let me see yes or no before I continue. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? If it's yes, put yes. If it's no, put no. Let me see them. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? It is always no. The man is still focused. Then why do you want to not change a team that is so focused winning the next league that is about to start? Why will you not want to change a team that is so much focused in delivering? Why they were actually, hired by the people, by the club. Why? Because you, the coach, or you that think that you are the coach, because you have issues with them, you now feel you cannot decide to remove them at will, or because of your own personal grievances with them. No, we the fans, we the owner of the club, we are saying today, Obaseki Shaibu is the man that we need to continue to captain this Edo club. So that in this season that we're about to enter, that we'll be able to come back home again with the gold, just the way we did in the last season that just ended some few days ago. Okay. Number 8. You don't change a winning team because of what the opponent are saying about your team. You know your team and you know what they can do. This goes to Edo people. Please, do not clamor for a change. You know what Obaseki is doing today. At the back of his Yamo house, there is a pond, a collection center, a flood collection center being created by Obaseki. The street to Izeyamu's farm was tied by Obaseki. The area there were houses, the Etete houses, the Iriri houses, and every other areas within the Benin metropole is being tied by Obaseki. CDAs have been removed from our street. Haberus have become the thing of the past. There is no more beating of our mothers and brothers, our fathers in the market. These are all goals that was being scored by Obaseki in the last season of the match. So he came out, the Edo club won the league. The 2016-2020 league was won by Edo club. Under the captainship of Governor Inoga Obaseki and his assistant captain, Captain Philip Shaibu. And they told us that they have no injury during the last season. And they are strong, healthy, ready to go again and face the opponents. So do not allow the opponent to start telling you, this your captain in leg Bilas Beno. This no, they don't have the right. You know your captain. You know how well they've performed in all the matches they played all through 2016 to 2020. So because of that, you must clamor that they must be retained to continue in that which they were doing before, so that they can be able to do more by the time the new season begins on the 12th of November 2020. God must win. Number 9, you don't change a winning team all because of rumor and the marketing statements from opponents. What is actually the work of an opponent? It is to score cheap goals by any mistake being made by the winning team. They can cry foul, just fall foul to get a free kick, or even fly up high to get a penalty shoot on your goalpost. Oh God. That's what they do. You see, when people like Messi is taking the, maybe Messi is taking the ball, he's taking the ball, he's going to your up, he's going into the opponent's area. What do you think Messi is waiting for anybody to just throw his leg? Messi will just fly and fly, boah, on the floor. Why did Messi fly? Because he wants to get a free what? A free kick or a penalty shoot in the penalty area of the opponent. These people, they are going to say a lot of things to demarcate Obaseki Shaibu. They are saying that Obaseki Shaibu had done nothing on the social media space. When the refinery came to Bona, they said, after all, it is not Obaseki's job. It was the federal government job. When the 700 million naira came to Bona, they said, how can somebody bring 700 million naira for a 25 million naira project? You see, they will always find a way to demarket you. That's what the opponent does. They cry foul. They do a lot. Even when the Oba came and called a peace meeting, this guy decided to turn the peace meeting to their favor. When Obaseki went to the palace, they turned the palace meeting to their favor. When these old lumps were insulting Obaseki at the gate of the palace, they turned it to their favor. That is the work of opponent, my brother. Do not allow that to get into your head. That is what they do for a living. Trying to make you to make a mistake. Trying to make you to panic so that they can score a cheap goal into your net. That is what they do. That's why when they are coming, they come straight into your net. You know when they come in, everybody, all the defender will be panicking. Hey. And when you are panicking, you make a mistake that either make them to score or give them an undue advantage over you. So this is what we are saying today. The people, Obaseki and his team, should not allow whatsoever that these people are saying to give us any undue advantage. We, the masses, we, the fans, who knew very well that this guy did so well, this team did so well in the season that just ended now. They did marvelously well. Then we need them back since there is no injury, there is no tiredness, there is no overage. We need to join them to make sure that they come back to defend the cup that they won in 2016, 2020, season of political football in Nigeria. Okay, thank you guys. Number 10, you don't change a winning team when the ovation is high from the fans. You will kill the morale of the fans. You will destroy the morale of the fans when you decide to change a team that is already winning in the middle of the season. You destroy the morale. You make the fans to lose confidence. That can actually affect the chances of the club to win any useful matches in the near future. So therefore, I am clamoring and saying categorically clear, do not allow anyone to change that which you stood for. Not even an eyeglass, not a free medical service, not apron, not akara, not 5,000. You must stand and understand, you must stand your ground to understand that the 2020-2024 season of the political football matches that will be taking place in Nigeria, you either lose out because of the mistake you will make now, or you continue winning because the team that is there, they've worked together for a whole season. So they understand how the matches are. They understand how each other actually works also. Okay? Number 11, you don't change a team that have worked together for a whole season. You know that political season is 4 years. You know that political season is 4 years. But the normal season is 1 year. So we are talking about in the political season, which is 4 years. You don't change any player who had worked marvelously well in the last season when they had no injury whatsoever. If even you are bringing in a new player into the team, not to change the team. You are bringing a player to join the team, not to change the winning team. That was why I appreciated the PDP for allowing Philip Shaibu to be the deputy candidate of Obaseki. Because the PDP actually understood that these two are already a winning team. And with them on the ballot paper, the victory is sure and certain. You can change one or two persons in the club, but you can never change the entire club or the entire team. If you do that, it is disastrous. Because teams need to work for a period of 1 season before they can perfectly work well. Okay? Number 12. This Obaseki team is a determinant factor. If Edo State will win the matches against godfatherism, against treasury looters, against abeurism, against CDAism, against human trafficking club. Now in Edo State, there are different kind of clubs. We have the Obaseki Club. We have the Godfatherism Club. We have the Treasure Looter Club. We have the Aberu Club, we have the CDA Club, we have the Human Trafficking Club. These people want to climb. So this Obaseki team is a determinant factor. If Edo will win all the matches against this enemy of the state. That is why I am begging you guys, call your parents. Next week, Saturday, is the D-Day. If you live abroad, call your parents. Send them little thing to go and vote for Umbrella. Tell them it is a must that Obaseki must return. Tell them that your life in Europe depends on Obaseki re-election. Tell them that if Obaseki did not win, things will not go well again in Europe for you. Because when we don't have a home to go to, it is difficult for us to talk of things going on well. We know in Europe, we are actually struggling to live a life. But with Obaseki on the saddle, there is hope that some of us who have actually made little money can return back home and invest our money and live like kings and queens that we are actually made to be. That is the truth of the matter there. Many people are tired living in Europe, but they are afraid of going home because there's no clear, serene environment whereby they can go and invest that they have made. That's what we are seeing here. Trying to live as if all is well, whereas it is actually not well in this place where we live in. So the team Obaseki is a determinant factor. This will determine if we actually want to move forward or we are moving backward. There is a song that is going, Edo move forward, yo. Move forward, yo. Backward, never, yo. You know, a song that was being played, you know, in solidarity for Governor Obaseki. We must. If not, those of you that have buses on the street of Benin running buses for you, your driver will start crying when they will be paying chairman chop money, vice chairman chop money, chairman sister chop money, money to governor. Chairman is going for a party. We need to chairman spray money. Chairman have a girlfriend. Chairman pay girlfriend money. And all of them will start. They will come back again to you. You understand? One man today said their lions are pythons, not lions and tigers. Said they are lions and pythons. They are lions and pythons that is operating everywhere. No more lions and tigers. There is a python. The man said there is a python. Now he said they are lions and they are pythons. And you know what pythons do? People don't know that python is more dangerous than lion. Python swallow you with your clothes, your shoe, and swallow everything at the same time. Tiger, you can even try to tiger. When python carry you, he will first use his body to tie you and stretch the man or the person. That's what that python does. It will stretch you and make all your bones to have cracked. Then it will swallow all at once. So python is even more worse than the lions and the tigers. That's why we must say no to lions and tigers. You must mobilize. Thank you. You must mobilize your family members. If those of us who are actually here today, all the Tiberians all over the world, are saying, let our family four vote from us. Since we cannot go home. 4 vote from us to Obaseki. 4 vote from us to Obaseki. Only 4. We are over 40,000 supporters of Obaseki all over the world. If we can clamor only 4 votes, just 4, nothing more, 4 votes to Obaseki, 40 times 40,000, Obaseki will get 160,000 votes from us only. And that would have ended all. That would have ended all the problem. Only 4. You don't even need the whole street. Only 4 votes. Each of us. We give Obaseki a massive lead over all the other candidates because that is the winning team. Number 13, which is the last today, support Team Obaseki to trash and flush out the other teams and relegate them to relegation. You know, Obaseki said yesterday, I will retire Oshomole politically after this election. That is relegating Oshomole because the problem of Edo State is Adams Oshomole. Even Pat Utomi even said the same thing on Arise News. He said, I wonder how will Oshomole say something today and say the same thing tomorrow. So he said, when you lack integrity, he said, then he said, when you lack character, then your integrity is under questioning. The only way to remove all, can you imagine that Oshomole actually sold Uselu Market, a Dake market, to his brother? Obaseki said it yesterday when he was at Ego. That Oshomole sold a Dake market to his brother. If that is true, God will never forgive Oshomole for wanting to turn our mothers to become beggars in their own state. This match will determine if we make these clubs no more attractive. This match that is coming in September 19. This match that is coming up September 19 will determine if this club of Aberus will determine if these clubs of CDAs will determine if these clubs of treasure looters will determine if this club of human trafficking will become unattractive to others. Because the moment Obaseki wins this election, many people that intended being an Aberu will have a rethink. Because you know why they had done for 4 years? They feel that Obaseki only have 4 years. When it goes, they will return back to their normal way of life. If we defeat them in this election, if we defeat them in this election on September 19th, Obaseki won the match between Oshomole team and Obaseki team. Because not Izeyamu team. It's Oshomole team. It's Oshomole team versus Obaseki team that's going to play match on the 19th of September. So the moment hello. Okay, yeah, play. Okay. 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 Now that's the reason why we have to make sure that this team, because the winning, whatever we do today, will determine if this team will become attractive after now. I promise you, if Obaseki wins again, Tony Kabaka will go and learn work. I promise you, if Obaseki win again, Shaba will face his hotel business. Sapamono Moles will face his hotel business. All this Eridabo and all that was saying, let me play a video here. Let me play a video for you to listen to. Let me play a video for you to listen. Listen to this video. Just listen. Listen to this video.
Today, my people, they cannot talk too much. Going forward, we need a governor that is a politician. We don't want technocrats again. We don't see enough of technocratic yamayama. Politician wey be say as government, you go the office, you go dey mention your name, you go know say this na Chief Itoyedato, you go know say this na Alhaji Kenny Osomole, you go know say this na our mama Channel 5, you go know say this na Pastor Puti, you go know everybody. That's what we want. We don't want foreigner again. We don't suffer. So this one when we play say, not be now we want to redeem ourselves. Now make all of us work for Ojukwu to help us to redeem ourselves. Now ourselves now we want work for, not necessarily for Ojukwu. Because if we get another place like Obaseki for 4 years, our career will not it will be to your things.
You see, you see, the end said our career go job pafuka. We go to look for something else where we go they do. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Very close emphasis on ourselves. Too much emphasis on ourselves. We need a person that will know us by name. By name, be calling us by name. That he will not send us to go to government house to go and eat rice. That Obaseki is no more sending them to come and eat rice again. Said if we get another Obaseki again, it means they will retire us. We'll go and look for something else to do. Leave Eranomigo, I don't know, let me not even say. Now, even listen to what Eranomigo played some years back. I'm going to play that to you also, because I know Shomole.
Let me quickly show people.
Yeah, look at this.
If you want to share it, that's fine. It's freedom. I am out. I am not feeling good. Everybody knows that. I am not feeling good. I will tell you why. This is Adam Shomole resident. Look at it. You can see it right there. That is Adam Shomole resident. Look at it. That is not America. It's not London. But when I look at it the first time, I thought it was a Queen of England resident. I thought it was ignorant. I have never been to Adam Shomole house, and I don't intend to go there, except if I'm going to seize that house for those state people. If I am going to go there with the law enforcement agency, if God, by the power of Allah, in the name of Almighty God, if He permit me to be in one of these governments, either governor or president, that house is gone. That will be the only time I will visit that house. Even our own palace, there is no king in Nigeria that has this mansion. Look at it. Let me tell you, I wouldn't have even said anything. But what is surprising, there's a lot of things they wrote along with it. It was sent to me by a Nigerian high-ranking police officer.
Now, you saw that now. You saw that now. So today, what has changed? That's the question I ask some people. I have consistently remained with Obaseki, and I have not moved. And I had no intention of moving until after the election. If he do well the way he has done now, I'm going to defend him all through his 4 years in office. I am principled. I have integrity. I have integrity. I stand for what I believe in. I don't tell you this today, tomorrow I change. It doesn't happen. That's not me. I defend you all through. If Oshomole, who was a tailor, Oshomole who was a tailor and was a governor for just 8 years, could build such a palace that worth over 10 billion naira. 10 billion. That was estimated. That house was actually built by Julius Berger. It was the Berger that built the house. Not even a normal man. It was a contractor like Julius Berger that built such a mansion for the Adams Ali Oshomole. The houses whereby swimming pool is on top of the roof. This is the man today that people are clapping for. A man that cannot account how he made the money. And some people like Samson Osagie is laughing at Obaseki not having a house in Benin. For him to be ashamed of himself that a governor refused to use the state resources for his own personal use. This is the kind of people that we should be afraid of. People who actually knows the truth, but because of self-inducement, because of self-gratification, they are bending the truth to be evil. How can a man come out and say, Obaseki do not have a house? When Oshomole built such a mansion after 80 years in office, without nothing at all. Without nothing at all that can be traced to him before he came to power. People still support those kind of persons. So sometimes we must have integrity. We must stand for what we believe in. If you are for Obaseki, stand for Obaseki. All true. If you are for Izeyemu, like Osademe, my brother, this platform is for Obaseki. I have told you before, I am a staunch supporter of Obaseki. So, I am here to defend my principle. I am here to tell the people what my principal had done, that we want them to go back home and tell their families to vote for Obaseki again. I've never said in any of my video that I'm supporting Izeyamu. I have never said that. I have never said that. From the beginning of my broadcast, political broadcast, it has been Obaseki all the way. And I have defended Obaseki in every social media opportunities. Tomorrow now, I'm going to be live with a TV station in Lagos. Tomorrow by 1 p.m., I'm going to be live with a TV station in Lagos defending Obaseki. Yeah, they called me all the way from Nigeria. She was here with us yesterday. She saw the way I did marvelously well. She wanted me to be on their show tomorrow to also come and defend my principal. And I told her, anytime, any day, I don't care when, where, just tell me, if I check my time, I'm free. I am there to tell you what 1001 thing that Governor Obaseki had done that is making me all the way from Sweden to defend his candidacy. Just like our brother, one Pastor Desmond Osazuwa, is defending Izeyamu on all his broadcasts. Yeah, the moment they give me the station, the moment she's going to come tomorrow, I'm going to be live for 5 minutes. Just drop it on. Please stay alert. I'm going to be live for 5 minutes. Just drop it on. So there are people who are actually supporting, what's his name, Izeyamu, in all platforms. We have Pastor Desmond, we have Andrew Omofowan, we have Emmanuel Bogun, we have Sage. Many of these people, all they talk about is Izeyamu's candidacy. So if you come to my platform, you want to hear me say Izeyamu is doing well, bros, he has not done well for me to say he's doing well. If you want me to say Oshomole is doing well, yes, Oshomole did well before, but today Oshomole is the enemy of the Edos. It's going to be 1 p.m. tomorrow, Nigeria time. 1 p.m. tomorrow, Nigeria time. That's about 12 o'clock here. Okay? I'm not going to block him. Leave him. So, it's wonderful. You see how far I have gone. I have been on many platforms defending Obaseki all the way from Europe. Okay? I've been. Let me actually check the channel. Please let me check the channel because she sent it to me yesterday. Let me check the channel and I will get back. Let me just check 1 minute, please. Don't mind me. It is called Your Own Opinion on Edo 2020 Election. Your Own Opinion on Edo 2020 Election. Now you can follow this lady, Precious Omoruyi. On Facebook, you can follow this lady, Precious Omoruyi. You can follow this lady, Precious Omoruyi, tomorrow. Precious Omoruyi on Facebook. It's Pastor Desmond Osazuwa on Nigeria Watch. You can watch him. He's there. So you can follow this lady, Precious Omoruyi, on Facebook. So I'm going to be on their live show tomorrow. That I'm going to be defending my principal, Governor Obaseki. If you say Obaseki paid me, let me say this now. If you say Obaseki paid me, yes, he actually paid me. Obaseki paid me a lot. He paid me so well. He paid me with good roads. Obaseki paid me with Edo Best. Obaseki paid me with Oshomo Power Plant. Obaseki paid me with Edo Modular Refinery. Obaseki paid me paying the teachers, the civil servants and pensioners. Obaseki paid me by constructing roads around Izeyamu assets of GROA. Obaseki paid me by making sure the CDS and Aberu are being removed from the streets of Edo State. Obaseki paid me to make sure that we that are in abroad today can decide to go home because of the serene environment that is not being put in place. Obaseki paid me because he had decided to keep godfatherism in Edo State. Obaseki paid me because today Edo is now the hub, the talk of town in the entire world. Obaseki paid me that for the first time, the entire Edos all over the world cannot gather together and rally around one man. Obaseki paid me because today we now have what we call the Gelegele Sipo that is about to take place. Obaseki paid me. There is now an industrial park already operating in Edo State. Obaseki paid me. There is now an international model park that is being built around, Ring Road in Edo State. Obaseki paid me because he's the first governor that have gone from word to word, all in the history of politics in the entire Nigeria. Obaseki paid me because he had refused to share the resources of the common man to the greedy few. Obaseki paid me because Obaseki has made, policy to become grassroots, not the government of some individuals. So you will see that I can continue naming the amount that Obaseki has paid me that will make me to continually stand before him at every platform. He had done marvelously well that I, Eliamiato Stephen, will stand for Obaseki. Come rain, come sun. 4 + 4, a top bar. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a blessed and a wonderful Sunday. Have a blessed Sunday, guys. Don't mind me. I am always like that sometimes. Those of us that know how to talk very well. When they give us time to talk, we can talk and not get tired. Listen to this talk again. I love this one.
What people see in government is the drama of the office. And in a country in which things are tough, there's a huge gap between what the governor wants to do and the resources available for him to do it. Expectations are high, revenues are low, and yet the governor must perform magic. It will require God's guidance and blessing to do the kind of thing that Governor Obaseki has been able to do. As they say in the Bible, unless God helps you to build, the labor will build in vain. I believe God in his infinite powers and mercy has directed the thoughts, the actions, policy choices that the governor has had to make. It shows that God has been with him, and we further empower him, embody him, and cover him with the blood of Jesus, such that even those who hate to see what is good will be forced by the power of the Holy Spirit to force them to see what is positive.
So, guys,
I never see this kind of make for Edo. I never see this kind of knock before. Wonder. Persective,
happy, I greet you. Odike, Ekwase, Osagede, Grace, Mary, I greet you guys. Chooks, I greet you, sir. Eware Okundaye, I shiver for you. Grace Obama. Sister Gawa, I greet you, man. God bless you all. Christy Richard, I greet you. Social Meta Info. Ije Nama, I greet you, man. My brother is Matinya. God bless you, sir. Obaseki team is unstoppable.
Make we check infrastructure. Head of people say they could carry go. Make we check health sector. Head of people
Edobo, I greet you. Uzi Iye.
Head of people say they could carry go.
Bra Bright, I greet you, sir.
Head of people say they could carry go.
Omorije John, I salute you, my brother. First and Friday. Ciao. Opas Obasuyi. People not collect.
If you collect and you go back,
Thank you, bro. Courage. I appreciate you guys. My brother. Oh, Samoyi, I greet you, my boy. Well, all of you are doing well for my body. You guys make me who I am today, you know. Without you guys, I am nothing. So that's why I'm continually appreciating you. Whether you are engaged Obaseki or not, I believe that you guys make me who I am today. I must appreciate you guys. You guys have done well. You promoted me, that people now call me for me to have interviews. It is all you guys' job, and I appreciate you guys. I will continually to stand in the path of truth, no matter what. God bless you guys.